What up guys, sorry for the delay. I know Lancaster was a couple of weeks ago, but it is what it is. So without further ado, this is my trip to Lancaster. About 7 hours, I'm heading down to Pennsylvania. So right now I am packing my bow, and behind me there is everything that goes into my bow case. So it's about 4:15 in the morning. I got about 4 hours of sleep, and I have about a 7-hour drive ahead of me. Fortunately, I am bringing my father and my brother with me. They're going to be shooting as well. So hopefully they'll drive and I'll just sleep in the car. Alright, so about 7 hours later, here we are, Mannheim, Pennsylvania. On the way here, I just drove by the venue. Not bad, it's about 5 minutes away from the hotel. We're going to unpack now, and we're going to go register and shoot a practice game. Spooky Nook is what I would call the backcountry. It's all farmland around it, and it is very pretty. And unlike last year when everything was under 6 feet of snow, this time around everything was nice and green. The place itself, it is huge. There's lots of parking for $5 a day and lots to do even if you bust out on day one. But everyone had to go through this screening, so no outside food or drinks, which kind of sucks as the selection inside, well, let's just say it wasn't the greatest. As we're walking in, you can tell like the place has been prepped for the tournament. There's banners, there's everything kind of like telling us where to go. I think Lancaster Archery, they used about maybe half of the space, probably even less, but really well organized. So this is us going towards the registration.
While the three of you are here, I'll just explain this real quick. This is your official scorecard with us this weekend, so you do not want to destroy it, rip it, because we do scan them. We have it attached for a reason. The correct way to do your circle is an incorrect way, because like I said, if it can't read it, it won't pick it up. So this is the one that counts. Okay? Post your name card down by the target that you're shooting at.
Now we're registered.
Scantron card, how to fill out the Scantron card. Swag bag. So this is kind of what you see when you first walk into the main archery hall, and this place is just massive. I mean, it's archery targets as far as you can see, and where you can't see, there's more archery targets. So yeah, I mean, I haven't shot too many of these, and it is just overwhelming, the number of targets and the number of shooters that are going to shoot all at the same time. You know what you're doing? That's where you shoot Sunday. Now this is us walking into the practice range. The practice range is pretty freaking cool, especially because you see all these big names like shooting. So this is the first time we see a whole bunch of bows at once for this tournament. And you know, we see people like here, Rio Wild, and then there's Brady Ellison, Toya Ellison. That's, I don't know who's that in the middle, but then that's D Wild. Also here we have like Alex Wiffler and like a whole bunch of big shooters that are just kind of like practicing with the people. And obviously there's me right there. So this is the parking lot at Lancaster Archery. This is basically where all the magic happens. It is pretty busy right now. I mean, we spoke with the people, and usually it's not this packed on a regular Thursday night, but with the Classic going on, the place is just buzzing.
Upstairs is the main shop, and downstairs there's one range and a little warehouse, and then there's another range right in the kind of backyard, and then apparently there's a massive warehouse somewhere about a 10-20 minute bus ride away. We didn't go there, but what you can see in the store really speaks enough about what kind of inventory these guys have. You don't need to see the warehouse. This is the range downstairs. And I mean, this place is pretty interesting. Like, they have camera set up so you can see basically what you're shooting on these big screens above you, and you see some pretty famous people practicing here. I think we were shooting right next to Stefan Hansen. This here is the range that's kind of in the backyard, so it's like a dedicated separate range. I believe the Classic was held here for a couple of years before they like outgrew the place and kind of had to seek a new venue for it. But yeah, these things are open for anybody to just walk in and shoot.
So this is qualifications day, early morning. We just had breakfast and we're heading down to the venue. I'm shooting at noon. Yesterday was a good practice day. I shot 24x 300 and 21x 300, which is good enough. Let's see what happens. And I just got locked out outside the hotel, so now I gotta go around. Bah. Alright, well this is happening right now. 2 practice ends, and then we shoot for score.
This is a good look of what it feels like, kind of what it looks like to be in line with another 200-300 people in a single line, and then another 200-300 people in the next line. It's just ridiculous. I mean, it's archers as far as you can see. So on that first whistle, like, everybody kind of gets ready and like aims for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then you see this kind of rain of arrows just like bounding all at once. It is pretty cool. I mean, if that thing doesn't throw you off your game a little bit, nothing will. So yeah, it definitely had impact on me a little bit, but it's a really cool experience. I mean, archers as far as you can see, it's pretty freaking amazing.
Well, that marks the end of my Lancaster Classic. I just finished shooting. I shot below my expectations. I shot a 629. Much worse than I shoot in practice, but it is what it is. We're probably going to stay here and watch the shoot-offs and the finals tomorrow and on Sunday, and then we'll head back. Yeah, so it is what it is, you know, better luck next time.
Anyway, so while I shit the bed and didn't shoot as well as I wanted to shoot, the experience was pretty amazing. I mean, I shot on the same bale with Steve Anderson, who's one of the most respected people in the industry, and then I got to talk to Rio Wild and saw a whole bunch of other famous people. The silver lining when you bust out on day one is that now there's no more pressure. Like, I don't have to shoot anymore. Now I can just relax and go watch other people shoot and watch them sweat. It's really cool that I got to see, like, in one line, people like Levi Morgan and Chance Bobeff and Stefan Hansen, and then 3-5 shooters down from them it's Mike Schlosser shooting, and then like 3 people down is Sergio Pagni, and then 5 people down is like Braden Galantine. So it is really cool to basically just be able to walk around and see all the shooters. As far as the amount of bows, it is just ridiculous. So this is basically a shot of what's happening when everybody leaves their equipment and goes to retrieve their arrows, and it's just bows as far as you can see. It's just crazy. I was walking for about 2 minutes trying to record all of them, and I couldn't. People started coming back before I could even finish one line.
With a 6:32, and was the #1 qualifier in the
This over here is the staging area, so this is where people are prepping before they go on the main stage. So this is a look of the finals area. This is insane. Like, this guy is shooting in the finals. Like, he's in the men's open category. He's one of the first guys to walk in, and I can't imagine the amount of pressure this guy's in. He is just shaking. Like, I thought he's gonna have a stroke, and then lets one go, and then boom, a 0. This is a time lapse of the recurve guys shooting for gold and the ladies open pro shooting. And finally, this is the men's open pro shooting for the money. It's Mike Schlosser, like the second highest seed, and he's shooting against, I believe that's Jacob Marlowe, who had to actually fight quite a bit to get here and put up a fight, but obviously can't beat Mike Schlosser, or it's pretty difficult anyway.
11.
And as soon as the finals are done, we're walking out, and I can see like the main range has been completely torn apart. So it basically makes you appreciate the amount of effort and organization that goes into putting an event like this together. Kudos to the guys, they did a spectacular job. Anyway, so this is basically how I saw Lancaster Classic 2017. I hope you guys can join next year. I mean, the video tries to show what it is, but you truly experience it for yourself if you actually go there. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.